I would like to give a warm and personal thank you and welcome to Mick Booterhood, the 40th subscriber on the road to 40. Thanks for coming along the ride with us. We're having fun. We're having lots of fun. I've got a lot of fun questions I want you to ask yourself. Not just you, Mick, but Rhodians, friends, family. Microphone cock. Okay, so the first thing is I'm going to start a dream diary. Now, I've never done anything like this in my life. I've never kept a journal. This is the closest thing to anything journaling that's ever been done, and it makes it a lot easier. So it's great because it's the modern day journal, I guess, in a way that you're sharing with the world or whoever wants to watch. But Katie and Alex came over last night, two of my friends, and we had a wonderful time, I'd like to think. And it was just a good time. And she had suggested that I start doing a segment on the show about my dream diary. Now, I am doing this. However, I've had a hard time remembering dreams in a long time. So I'm going to start writing them down in hopes that helps me to remember them. I don't know. I never, in the morning when I get up, it's like I just went to sleep. That's how I feel. Every day for all of my life. No, I mean, sometimes I get a dream that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that, and then I won $1 million. I had a weird one once. What's his name? Hugh Laurie was showing me his grandmother's house up for sale, and it happened to be in Mendon where I used to live. And he had a huge black bodyguard. He could be white, could be black, doesn't matter. I'm just saying he was black in the dream. I mean, we're talking like 6.5 feet tall, just 400 pounds or something. Just huge guy that was always with us. And oddly enough, Hugh Laurie walked with a cane, just like he did on House. So occasionally those I remember, and they're still vivid. Like I can still remember like looking at the house, and then Carol wasn't with me, so I was just like, oh shit. I need to find her because she needs to see this house because it's a crazy like Disney mansion with like secret rooms and passages and stuff, and like it's dirt cheap and so on and so forth. I can remember the rooms. I can see the furniture and the material on the furniture. It was such a vivid dream. But it's not necessarily a recurring dream. I've only had one or two of those in my life, but I have had it again since then. So I guess technically that is a third reoccurring dream, but that's only reoccurred once since the first time. Did it get more vivid? Less vivid? I can't remember. See? That's why I need to keep a journal. What are dreams? What's up with dreams? What's up with dreams? Tell me about it. Seriously. Like, isn't that a strange thing that our mind does to us? Like, isn't that a weird thing? Like, because it doesn't happen all the time. Imagine if it happened all the time. Imagine if you were dreaming while you're awake. Like, it'd be weird, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, it's such a funny thing. Like, we get a cold because of a virus or because of a germ. We get diseases because of the same reasons. How do we have dreams? Like, there's something that as far as I know, everyone has, or the majority of people have. Why are they so specific? Why do they occur the way they do, when they do, and how they do? I guess you could read books about it, but no one can really tell you for certain. Like, you can read brainwaves, like, while someone's sleeping and dreaming, but other than that, like, how the hell could you ever dig in there and actually figure that out? I guess that's science. I'm pretty scientific. Remember those theories I came up with the other night? Good theories. The earth is caving in, my friends. Sorry. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the earth is caving in. Look up sinkholes. I'm telling you, they're happening everywhere. It's like a ball of sand, just, I don't know. Don't let me frighten you on the road to 40. Damn, 40 years old. I told somebody I was 40 today. Oh, S. Moore. Oh. I don't know how much I want to say about S. Moore. I like S. Moore. I don't know his first name. I know his name is S. Moore. I know that he went to D.C. one weekend, and I asked him what he was doing there. He said he couldn't talk about it. He's crazy. He's a little... No, I don't want to say crazy. He's a little eccentric. Like, he comes in and asks me to look up Bibles. And Bibles, if you know anything about books, are some of the worst things to have to look up because there are a billion versions of the Bible out there. Different translations with red print with Jesus talks, without it, center notations, corner note, just unbelievable. Plus a variation of each one in large print, hardcover, leather bound, different color leather bound, faux leather. Like, I can't begin to explain to you how serious I am when I say when somebody comes in looking for a specific Bible, I want to shoot myself in the face. If you've ever worked in the book industry, especially in retail, I've worked in all aspects. I have written books, I have illustrated books, I have packaged books, I have assembled books, I have shipped books, I have read books, I have sold books. I have done everything you can imagine with a book. Yeah, that too. No, knock it off. And so, what are we talking about? Books. Gotta love when that happens. Jeez Louise. Okay. We were talking about a 40th Dream Diary and a penis. Read a book about it. Books. Sorry. We'll just move on. I'll come back to it. I'll watch this and then I'll do another video, a follow-up. Oh, there's a bird in here. Did you hear that? Sounded like a North American red-bellied swallow. I could be wrong, though. It may have been a warbler. What animal would you domesticate? Carol and I were talking about dogs, and like she tried to compare like befriending the cats who are domestic cats. Even if they're strays, they're still domesticated. They still have that initial in them. I don't know what you call it. But raccoons have never been domesticated. Plus, they are a carrier of rabies, which not all of them, obviously. Some raccoons are just fine. And B, I hear there's a hormone in them that when they turn like to an adult, something turns on and their feral side comes out. Now, I'm not saying that all raccoons are like that. You might have a raccoon that you raise and it dies, your pet. But should we? First of all, should we be domesticating animals? I say no, unless they serve a purpose. Now, I know that sounds terrible because I'm an animal lover, but if they can serve a purpose without doing harm to them, I would say then yes. But the question I have to ask, and I would like you to ask yourself, what animal would you domesticate? If 200, 300, 400, 500, 20,000 years ago they decided to domesticate this animal, what would you domesticate? I can tell you right off the bat. I don't know why. Bears. Wouldn't it be awesome if bears were domesticated? And it would be like, I'm sure you'd hear about, like, just like you hear with all kinds of dog attacks. They don't happen that often. But, like, it would be far more tragic with a bear. So, let's say they have gotten to the point where they are completely domesticated. So, if you want it to be a bear, if that's what you pick, why would you pick a bear? I think bears, because I would like to ride a bear. I would like to ride a bear into battle. That would be fun. I thought about this, though. I mean, wolves would be cool because, I'm going to get some wolf shirts, I think. I think I'm just going to give in and just buy some Holland wolf shirts. I don't know. Because it would be funny. But a lot of people wouldn't get the sarcasm. They would just get it for, I'm wearing a wolf shirt. Like, yeah, fucking wolves, man. USA. I can't think of any other animal that is wild that could be a moose. You could ride a moose. I mean, those things are beasts. They're like Clydesdales. They're huge. Elephants have almost become somewhat domesticated at this point. I mean, not to the point where you can have one as a pet, but, well, I'm sure there's some crazy-ass motherfucking places out there that you can have an elephant as a pet, as long as you meet certain requirements. I don't think people should be allowed to just, have lions. I don't. Like, I understand it. I get it. Like, they're cute. They're one with nature. But they're wild animals and deserve to be free. And, like, I feel bad that dogs and cats and hamsters have gotten to that point. Where do hamsters come from? Besides their mothers. I think it's China. But Isn't it funny to think about that? Somewhere in the world are wild hamsters. That gets me through the day sometimes. I think somewhere out there is a little family of hamsters scrounging for food today, watching out for the hawks. It's true. Hamsters in the wild. I want to live there. I'm moving there. Much better than rats or like... Well, I mean, rats are okay too. Mice are cute. Mice are a little... I don't know. They don't seem intelligent. I don't mean that to sound rude. Like, they have very good senses and stuff, but... Like, they just bite people's fingers. Why would you do that? I don't know. Probably because you don't want to be held. Yeah, the bear. The bear is my choice. It'd be awesome to have bears that were just huge grizzly bears, like 8-foot grizzly bears, just cuddle with, ride them to work. I don't know. Make friends with them. I wish they could talk. I wish bears would talk. I'm going to learn how to speak Bearnese, and I'll share it with you when I'm done. It's fictional language right now, but not for long. Not for long. I found something on IGN today. They're the video game entertainment website. Really good site. I love checking them daily, several times, like to see what's new in the world of geek. Well, today, I can't remember what show it was or who said it. I think it was Damien Hatfield. Said, if you could choose one of these power-ups from Mario Brothers. No, he didn't say it like this. I'm saying it like this. Either a star power, I'm going to say I made the decision for 1 year. Means you're invincible if you've never played Mario Brothers. You have the star power for a year, or a green mushroom, a 1-up. Which means that if you ever died, you get another chance. That just like, bloop, it just resets you with the knowledge to not do that again. Or maybe it puts you right beyond that. Imagine that. So, like, you could pretty much do with either one of them. Alright, here's the thing. With the 1-up, it's a one-shot deal. So, you'd have to be selective or very fortunate to have this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of a time where I would specifically end my life to redeem my 1-up. So, the star power is great, though. Because for a full year, you can throw yourself off cliffs or just light yourself on fire. All kinds of crazy shit. I don't think I would, because I wouldn't want to... You'd still feel the pain. However, I'd take more risks. Because for a year, like even if you're drowning, you're like, oh, well, I just drowned. Now I gotta get out of the water. Because you're invincible. You're just invincible. You don't need to breathe. Bullets bounce off you. You have no weakness. Except for big holes. I don't know. Or pipes. For a year. Which is awesome. I think it'd be fun because you could do crazy shit. Even just try, like, crack. Because it wouldn't matter. Well, I probably wouldn't try crack. Don't try crack, kids. It's not good for you. Wish I could remember what I was talking about with the books, though. Ultimately, though, the 1-up is the more worthwhile, I think. Not worthwhile, but sensible one to go with. Now, I may live to be 104 and die peacefully in my sleep. Or I might get hit by a train one day. I really hope that's not how I go. But that 1-up gives you a second chance. Whereas the star power is only that 1 year. Now, that 1 year would be crazy fun. Like, you'd do some crazy, wacky shit. You would. But the 1-up is for a lifetime. A whole lifetime. Like, if you were intended to die when you were 42 in a motorcycle accident, like, boom, that's reset. You just keep going. You get another, boom. Oh, be nicer if you could well, no, because then you have to change your age or go back in time. It's not meant to be complicated. The star power for a year or a 1-up in life. It's tough. I'm not the healthiest guy. I'm not unhealthy, but I don't know how long I got. So the star power sounds interesting, but I guess, I mean, having a family and not knowing what tomorrow could bring, it's nice knowing you have that 1-up. Now, if we could only actually make those. I guess that's cloning. So if I want a clone of me at 40, I would right now have to have him created so that by the time I turn 40, no, by the time I turn 80, he'd be 40. That'd be crazy. But then it creates those crazy paradoxes of shifts in time and alternate history, and we're not going to get that deep tonight. Actually, we're about ready to wrap this up. So, certainly, thank you, Mick, for subscribing and becoming the 40th on the road to 40. It's a stupendous number. Stupendous number. It's a great number to be, I hope. Yeah, I'm going to go back, watch what I missed, what I was just talking about with books and doing everything with books, penises. Yeah, I'll try to do a wrap-up, follow-up video after that. But either way, have a great night. Thank you for always coming by and making me feel special. You guys have a great night, and just, do your best to be your best. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. I still stumble on that after how many episodes? And let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. I'm Jason Oliveira. This is The Road to 40, and I thank you for traveling along with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, or on the next one.